All your documents in, you've gone to the hub, to their office, and finished the rest of the paperwork stuff you needed. You put the placards on your front windshield and the back of your car. Then at that point, you can turn on the app and you can start accepting rides. You can start working. So hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Amanda. Today I want to talk about how to get started as an Uber driver. So first thing you want to do with Uber is you go onto their website on the driver's side and you select that you want to apply to be a driver. You're going to fill out this form. They're going to ask you for your name, your address, your social security number. The reason they're going to ask for this is because they are going to do a background check. They're also going to ask for your driver's license number because they're going to check your driving record as well. They want to make sure you have a clean background. They also want to make sure they have a clean driving record. I assume that you're working with the public, so I don't want to see anything on there that shows that you're a danger to the public or theft or stuff like that. So, but just kind of generally, that's what I imagine they would be looking for. And then on your driving record, they're definitely going to be looking at, how many tickets do you have? How many accidents do you have? They want to make sure that you have a good driving record and that you can safely, drive people around. So after you finish that, you'll get a note kind of at the end saying that they need to run your background before the process goes further. Usually you'll just get an email, some type of notification that is completed. You can sign into the app and it gives you a checklist of everything that you need to do. So for the city of Portland, there's actually a city of Portland quiz you need to do, which is like 98%. Be aware that there are people on bicycles everywhere here, and all of our laws here that protect bicyclists and pedestrians. So that's really important to the city that you take that. But you submit your vehicle inspection, any changes to your insurance. If you change a car, you can put that in there as well. Or if you have multiple cars you want to do, you can all put those in the app. It's mostly just stuff for your vehicle, registration, insurance, the city quiz. Oh, they'll also want you to input that permit number or the business license number, whichever number they're wanting at the time. If you don't know it, you can go to, for us, it's the Portland Bureau of Transportation website, so that you can get that number. And I think that's it. So you applied online, your background got approved, you uploaded all your documents. Usually they're pretty fast at letting you know you're good to drive. How you can test this, if you haven't received a notification and you've submitted everything and your background's completed, is you can pull up the Uber driver app and you'll tap on go online. If you're good to go, it will let you go online and it'll tell you that it's starting to find trips for you. If it says there's any problem, a notification will pop up. So you press go online, a document's pending or your background's pending or something. It'll tell you something, and that just lets you know that you're not ready to go online yet. What I would say is if you feel like it's been a long time since you've submitted everything, just go to the Uber help and send a message or try and call somebody and ask them what's going on. Maybe there's something you need to provide and there's just a gap in communication that's happened. And that way that you can get online and start working. But that's pretty much the steps with Uber. If this is something that you're really looking into doing, I wouldn't spend a lot of time thinking, could I do this, and not join. I would just go ahead, go through the process, join, sign in, get your car ready, go and just do the job. Give yourself like a month to do it. Not saying that's full time every day, but kind of give yourself a month to see if there's something you could do. Because honestly, when I first started, I felt really good about it. I got started. In my first week of driving, I had one of the worst experiences that I've had in the 3 years of doing Uber. But I haven't had any instances like that since that one. And that really was a test for me of like, wow, can I do this job? But you know what? I just decided to keep pressing on, and I actually really meet a lot of great people. I find out about cool restaurants and new venues and sporting events and concerts and all kinds of stuff I would never know about. I learn things from my riders all the time. Just facts and even things about Portland I didn't know. People coming out of town telling me about things going on where they live. I learned so much from other people in this job. And it is up and down. I was going to say I love it. Thing is that some days I love it. Some days I don't. Some days it's just work and you're just making money and getting out there. And some days it's so enjoyable and I love doing it. And I'll tell my family, I'll tell my husband about, these interesting people I met and these cool stories and where all I drove tonight or how many miles I did. And I'll be really excited about it. But then other days it's like, it's just work. I worked 8 hours. I made some money. Nothing quite remarkable happened besides the fact that I'm so tired. But I really think that's with anything. Even if you love doing it, you just have to admit that you get tired or it can kind of get boring or it can kind of be like not interesting. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think you can still make money doing something you love, even if you have days where you don't love it as much or days where it just isn't quite as exciting. But for me, I love driving on the weekends because I get the big parties for doing Excel and I meet a lot of people and go to cool places and everybody's like in good spirits because they're having fun. So that's really when I like to drive the most. I make the most money and I just get to meet a lot of fun people who are out having a good time. So that I think that's really when just, Uber's at its best is when you're the driver having fun and your people are having a blast. So, I would just get out there. Take the month, see if you can do it. See if it's, something that fits into your lifestyle and fits what you like to do. If you don't like driving, don't do this job. On the weekends, I probably do between 200 and 300 miles a day. It is a lot of driving. So if you don't like driving, it's probably not a good fit. For instance, one time I signed up for Instacart to do grocery delivery. And before I even did my first one, I realized I don't even like grocery shopping for myself. There's no way that I am going to do grocery shopping for other people and then for myself. So I just didn't do that job. But driving, I love driving. I used to drive over-the-road trucking, like a big semi-truck. I did that for a little bit. And I was also a school bus driver for a while, which I really loved doing. So for me, I knew that I would want to do driving. I knew that wasn't going to be an issue for me. Really, my biggest thing is when I need to take breaks from driving because I need to manage or cope with the anxiety that I have. And not just the anxiety, but I value the safety of my passengers so highly that if I'm not at my best and my most alert, then I won't go drive people around. So I have to learn to cope and manage my anxiety so that I can continue to do this job and be really great at it. So that's just something personal for me that I struggle with, just so I can make sure that I'm at my best for all my passengers. So just something to keep in mind as well, but definitely is still a job to do if you have some similar issues that you're coping with as well. This is still a job that you can do. There's still a lot of joy to find in this job. So I definitely encourage you guys, hey, try Uber out for a month. Do those first 30 days and see how it goes. See if you love it. See if you don't love it. You can reach out to me, comment, send me an email if you need encouragement or have any questions. I also want to start a Facebook group as well. That way, if you are new and you're starting out and you have so many questions, you can just put those questions in that group. And I'll go ahead and link that group in the description box below. As well as I will put in the link to Uber to join as a driver. Ask me questions. I think especially in the first week when you're out there, you'll learn that there are situations and scenarios that in the information Uber gives you, they can't cover every single thing. But there are people like me and people who've been doing it for longer who have navigated a lot of these situations and can tell you what they did or make suggestions on how to handle these situations. So yeah, let's get that community going. Let's ask each other questions. Let's get great at this and make lots and lots of money. So Thank you so much for watching this video. I will have more content to come. I definitely want to help anybody getting started or anybody that has questions or how to make even more money doing this job. So thank you so much for watching. My name's Amanda. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.